Hello, it's Victoria again and welcome back to my online course How to Start Your Online Course from Scratch, lesson 5, and today we're gonna talk about good offers. The biggest mistake that you can make is to make your offer too creative, and now we'll explain what I mean later in this lesson. In this lesson in general, I'm gonna give you a quick overview of how the offer should look like and how the title should look like for your promo videos, for your advertising, for the captivating titles, for your lead magnets, for the blogs of landing page. So basically for all possible ways to capture straight away the attention of the audience. Before I start, I want to give you the example case study from my work. Once we are launching a new technical course for nail technicians, and we call it modelage grand vitesse, very fast speed modeling of the nails. And we even make abbreviation MGV, which was very similar to TGV. TGV is like the fast train in France, so it was very creative, very cool. The problem was, from the first looking at it, people didn't understand. First of all, nail technician wouldn't understand that this is addressed to them. Modelage grand vitesse, like high-speed modeling, can be for what? For anything that you model. I don't know, clay pots. What else can you model? Like mini airplanes, nails. What else can you model? You know, there are a lot of things it can address. But on top of that, it was not obvious which technique it is. We were promoting this new technique that just came to France, and nobody knew it, and it was very important to give people exactly what they wanted. So what we did later, we actually renamed this course into building nails or nail construction with superior forms in 45 minutes. And then this course was really popular because people wanted the superior forms. We give them the superior forms. They wanted to do it fast. We gave them the technique that can be done really fast. So everything was really visible in the name. And on top of that, it was written nail construction. So they straight away, if you're a nail technician, you will understand that this advertising or this course or this title, this offer is addressed to you exactly. That's why ever since I'm sticking to the rule, less creative possible. So do it as simple, as sharp, and as aimed as you can. There are several academic ways to create titles. Titles, offers, namings for the articles, like whatever. Those are actually schemas. I'm gonna show you around 15 of them. You can find more. There are more classic like AIDA. I'm sure you have heard about that. I'm gonna show you several that I personally use that I think are quite effective. But as well, after, when you get sharp and you get trained with that, you will feel which elements work better in the titles. Here I will just give you a little bit of support. First, abbreviation for schema you can use is 3U plus S, basically, which will mean that you have to put something in your title, something useful, unique, urgent, and specific. For example, launch your first online course, fully automated in 10 days with my 6-module online course. So useful, you will launch your online course. Unique, it's gonna be fully automated. Urgent, like what is the time frame? Within 10 days. And specific, with my specific 6-module online course. After you can change to make it grammatically correct, but so that you understand which pieces of information are actually composing this title. Second example, knit your first sweater while watching your favorite podcast in just 2 hours with my fun and easy knitting technique. So basically the same thing, you are just putting the necessary elements to compose the title. Next one, targeted audience plus problem. Why is it important? This is very important, but there will be several of these kind of titles when you have to make actually targeted audience or identification. Why? I am not personally myself making technical settings for advertising on Meta. You know, I always have somebody who worked for that doing this for me, but I know how it works, you know, and I'm the one who is actually setting the tasks. So the task is like before, how it was working Meta algorithm. Basically, you had like kind of menu, and you were choosing like, I want like women in this age, in this area, this is what they have to be interested in, this is what device they can be using, this is like, you will be choosing, you will compose your audience. Now it's working completely different. Now Facebook knows better to who show your advertising. So basically, yeah, you can narrow it by, for example, okay, if it's a course, I don't know how to make uterus practices, of course you're gonna only limit it to women, but generally, you know, you don't make any more specific keys, specific characteristics anymore. What you do, you actually put the broadest audience possible, but you narrow it by the text or by the keywords. So basically, that's why if it's like wide audience, let's say it's something really broad, like for instance, you want to aim women or men, like let's say you want to aim men who want to become fitness trainers, right? So that's who you aim. So you actually target all men, but you narrow it it by writing, want to become a fitness trainer. So basically the audience is going to be large, but like the Creo itself going to be narrowing your audience. And for that, you will use those kind of titles. For example, targeted audience plus problem. Content creator, your content is not getting views. Yeah, like 2 questions. Instagram blogger, can't grow your follower number. Entrepreneur, can't manage your tax declaration and accounting accurately. Florist, losing money on flowers dying too fast. You know, like I'm giving you here just examples. They are actually not bad examples, but in general, you are actually narrowing the targeted audience to what you want to address. Keep in mind the Ben Hunt ladder to actually target these specific people, like not to make it too narrow or too broad. Like keep it in mind. Next one will be the same in a logic, but different with the message transmitting, not the problem but the result. Targeted audience plus result. For example, how nail technician can get an agenda full of clients, how sales manager can become a high check closer in 2 weeks, how a young mom can stretch to a full split in 2 months postpartum. You know, like you give the result. Okay, young mom split 2 months postpartum, sales manager become a high converted closer. Like you give what people gonna receive after. Okay, so this is gonna be also nice to lead magnets or for blog posts or even for landing pages or even for pieces of content like for reels, for instance. Next one, IPES plus CTA, identification, pain, solution plus call to action. Okay, call to action is like, I think CTA, you all know what does it mean. IPS, identification, so the same thing is like targeted audience. Pain, so the problem that they have, and solution. Example, I as developer can't make your application work fast. Download Java coding language tips. I don't know, I'm not sure even if it's mentioned, you know, I'm just giving you the example. Constantly stressed and would love to start meditating but can't relax and keep thinking non-stop. You know, like this is long, but it can work. Download those 3 guided meditations from Victoria Kofman's meditation pack and dive into the world of relaxation. You know, you directly describe who, and I made this example here on purpose because sometimes like people who like to meditate, how do you call them? So basically you will actually say, you like meditation. Are you into meditations? You're like a meditation enthusiast. You know, like you're gonna actually make it broader. So here, don't be scared to make it a little bit wider. You can do 2-3 options, one wider, one a little bit shorter, use different wording and check what's working. But like here, I give you this longer example so that you understand that don't be scared of that. Stop plus pain. Example, stop taking food supplements to cover deficits. Stop editing pictures to get nice Insta posts. Stop being unhappy with how you sound on videos. So very clear message, very short, very catchy, very sharp. Just find the good pain, good problem to highlight. Because if it's something like stop being worried about having black hair, I'm not sure like there are a lot of people who worry having like black hair or like blonde hair. But if it's like stop being worried or like stop missing sales just as a salesperson, or like stop missing sales because you only do cold calls, you know, people who are actually concerned, they're gonna recognize themselves in that. Give me time plus you will stop, define the problem. Give me 6 weeks and you will forget about back pain. Give me 1 week and you will stop chasing men and start focusing on your own happiness. Give me 15 minutes and you will never use booking again. Okay, so basically this is very nice for videos. For example, if you do some promo videos, some explanations, some introduction, this can be very nice, or lead magnets. For example, like give me 10 minutes or read these 10 pages and you will forget about, and you will stop paying assistant, or like, and you will start using ChatGPT on the whole new level. You know, make it catchy, make it something interesting, but this is the formula that you can actually use and it will make your title more catchy. Next one, how to do something without something. How to make a professional photo shoot that people are willing to pay for. By the way, something is like professional photo shoot that people are willing to pay for without a professional camera. How to travel for free to 5-star hotels without money, just thanks to your stunning content. How to sell your consulting services without hours of cold calls. You see, I was working to make this title sketchy, and if it works for you, you can even use them. But like think of it like how to do something without something. Quite an easy message, but can be very catchy and can attract the right audience. All the truths about something. All the truths about bloggers with million plus followers. All the truths about food supplements. All the truths about divorce and mental health after breakup. All the truths about women's orgasms. Catchy. I would download that. So all the truths about always work good. Someone gets something and you don't understand how. Other girls have flat bellies without effort and you don't understand how. Other men have success with women and you don't understand why. Your neighbor has an amazing garden and you don't understand how. Okay, so basically this is just the formula you can use. Quite catchy, triggers a little bit like the jealousy of like, yes, that's true, you know, especially if it's like, if we speak about micropreneurs, solopreneurs, it's very easy to observe other people on Instagram, competitors, you know, and think like, why did they succeed? Why not me? And this is something very catchy, something that can really trigger a lot, this jealousy trigger. So use it, you will see it works nice. Achieve something, even if something. For example, start understanding wine even if you have never been to France. Learn to make stunning everyday makeup even if you have never been good at it. Learn how to look good in pictures even if you have never been photogenic. You know, like this is something that can be, you trigger what people normally think about themselves but are too shy to admit. We all have our secret pains that we kind of think about each other. You think I'm too shy, not photogenic, my voice is not nice on camera, I have an accent, I speak with an accent, I make mistakes when I speak English. And of course, if I read something like speak English like a native, even if it's not your mother tongue, that can trigger me because I've been a lot criticized for like making mistakes and not speaking perfect English, French, or other languages. I was actually teaching, you know, like making consulting. So basically, try to figure out what is the pain and like poking it with a stick. How something can change something. How one preset can change the price of your photo shooting service. How those 3 communication skills can lead to your promotion. How this organizing planner can boost your productivity to 90%. You know, like how something can actually change something. Give here numbers, give their like counts, like 3 things, 90%, and make sure it's catchy. Like the only thing you have to do is like to really well know your audience. Do not do something before you do something. This one have been quite solicited lately. Like don't buy a new house unless you watch this video. Don't buy the new car unless you download this step-by-step check your second-hand car checklist. Okay, that's exactly what I wrote in my example. Do not buy a car before you watch this how to buy a second-hand car and not to be fooled video. Do not go to Bali unless you download this must visit Bali things list. Do not start your online course business unless you read this step-by-step checklist on how to start online course. So basically this has been solicited. I'm sure you have seen those ones. They're working pretty well, so use it, it's for you. You can forget something if you start doing something. You can forget diets if you start following those 3 rules. You can forget about back pain if you start doing these 3 exercises. You can forget about cold calls if you automate your sales funnel like that. You can forget about losing money on graphic designers if you learn to use this software or this AI. You know, so basically you trigger the pain like, okay, I'm losing money on graphic designers, so I invest too much in graphic designers and I want to lose AI. So like forget about losing money, learn doing something else. So this is also quite a powerful trigger, quite a powerful call to action if you put it in your landing page or lead magnet or even in your offer. Why someone never has problems with something. So example, why expensive photographers never have problems with clients or with like they always have full agenda. Why Gestalt therapists never have problems selling their sessions at a high price. Why top HR never have problems hiring highly demanding specialists. So also trigger here a little bit jealousy because like, okay, I'm probably like, why my competitors do that and I can't? Like, what is the secret? Maybe something's gonna be actually noted there. Why number don't know how to do something? Why 90% of coaches don't know how to send an offer to the client? Why 80% of consultants are shy to put a high price in a commercial offer? Why 90% of experts never start an online course business? Why somebody don't know how to do something or don't do something? Very powerful. Use it. You will see it works. There are several rules you have to follow. Yes, formulas are very nice, but if the problem, the solution, so the targeted audience is not really sharp, you will not reach your goals. So first of all, know your audience. In the next model, we're gonna start with customer development interviews. And this is the most important. Only by talking to your customers, you can actually know what they want. Because lose weight and be slim is the same thing, but very differently formulated. Be organized and stop being messy is the same thing, but very different intention. So you have to know exactly what your audience search. Best thing is like to use both, like be slim and lose weight, or be beautiful, stop being ugly, like be a good mother or don't be a bad mother, but you have to understand why you are doing this and how you formulate the things you are actually transmitting to the people. Rule number 2, make it very clear. Give people exactly what they ask for. If they are looking for wedding photography, make the wedding photography course. If people want to learn how to make cakes with some kind of cream, 10 receipts of cakes with a fatty cream, give people exactly what they need. Don't be too creative. You may confuse the audience, really give them what they want. Next one, depict the main advantages right away in the offer. I have become a really big advocate of putting maximum information in a very sharp way directly in the title or in the offer. Learn how to organize your accounting as a micro entrepreneur in 2 weeks without complicated financial information, only the important things, simple and accessible, lifetime updates included. Everything already, 2 phrases people know. For who is it, what are the advantages? Another example, learn the belly vacuum technique in 2 hours and forget about belly fat. Online, immediate unlimited access plus chart of support. Third example, 100 stunning presets for lifestyle photographers that will save you hours of editing. By now, get the 30 night love presets as a bonus. Very precise for who, what is the bonus, what are the advantages. Neurographics coaching method, live through a breakup, manage your relationship with parents, get balance and emotional stability, live sessions in small groups. Just make it clear, highlight the advantages. Use triggers. Triggers mostly will define how exactly you put in words what you mean. There is a set of triggers, there are more, but there are some that are working really nice. For example, fear. Stop living from salary to salary. It's scary. Don't wait to travel till you're old. That's very scary message, right? Or when something is rare, last 3 places. This also always works good. Warranty. 6-pack of money back. Here, I love it. But give warranty that this is gonna work. Social proof. Our students start earning plus 6,000 plus euros per month from coaching sessions. Or, Joe Dispenza has participated in this course. Beyonce has passed this course. You can give to it a social proof. Bonuses and presents. For example, very often you can actually add physical goods as artifacts to your online courses. For example, start a kit for your first clay pot if you buy the online course. Or the set of brushes by post if you are first 100 to subscribe to get into this aquarelle painting course. So giving a bonus can actually trigger people can be a very powerful support to call to action. Auto, one-time offer. If you close the page, you won't see this again. It's great for upsales. We're gonna see it in the product matrix, how actually after the first sale you can quickly add the one-time offer to raise your average bill. This is actually going to be one of the techniques of profit maximizers. Simplicity. Lose 10 kilos without diets or exhausting exercise, just by balancing your favorite dishes. So people like simple things. Very often you are thinking you will get some result, but for this result you need to do this, and people will be my God, I have 3 kids, I have wife, we are going on holiday, we are making a reconstruction of the house, I just have no time for that. So complicating things can be sometimes tricky. So give people the trigger of simplicity, 3 simple actions to do every day to do that. Sometimes simplicity can be a very powerful trigger to enhance the chance of sales. Authority. The expert is an award-winning photographer, or this expert is an iOS developer from Apple headquarters. Just give some authority to the person who is giving the course or to the course itself. And FOMO. Fear of missing out. I am the biggest FOMO in the world. All bikini models already in this class and you are not here. All your friends are already in this class. All successful businessmen already know this technique. All closers already have the conversion up to 60 and you still don't. So FOMO, fear of missing out something important, is a very, very powerful trigger. Use it and you will see how great it works. And last but very important thing is use several options of the offer and test them. You can actually use the Ben Hunt awareness ladder to realize how the same topic or how the same article or the same piece of content can be addressed to two different audiences. Compare. Make a comparison. Diets and crunches do not help you to lose belly fat, or belly vacuum, how to make it even more effective. What is the difference? First, people are just aware of the problem of belly fat and the crunches are not helping. In second case, people already know that belly vacuum is something very effective and they're looking for your technique into your product. So it's like two different steps, two different levels of the awareness. Second example, what brings more money, wedding or lifestyle photography? Compare with 3 lessons of wedding photography that will change your income and generate a monthly waiting list. What here? The first person doesn't know which kind of photographer should I be? Lifestyle, studio, wedding. And the second person, in the second time, I am a wedding photographer. How can I get more clients? How can I sell my services more expensive? How can I raise my average bill? This is two different people. Inside, information can be similar or slowly adapted, but the call to action, the information you translate with the title, gonna be very different. In the next lesson, we're gonna check what is a product matrix and how can you build it, and 2 ways to grow your cash flow. Stay tuned.